welcome back to the first episode of our Tranmere Rovers Road to Glory career mode, lads. And for those of you who don't already know, my name is Vincent and I'm a huge fan of the sports, both watching and playing football, that is. And if you're looking for a YouTuber who has got passion for the sports, you are in the right place. And don't forget to check out what we already have on the channel. And for the new subscribers, please subscribe to the channel for pretty much daily content. I try to upload videos as frequent as possible. Sometimes I might miss 1 or 2 days, but that is about it. But smash a like on the video if you are going to enjoy this one. It's going to be a very realistic career mode here for however season it takes us to take Tranmere Rovers to the Premier League. I don't think Tranmere has ever been in the Premier League, by the way, but it's a football club close to me. I live in Liverpool myself. I'm about 20 minutes away from the Tranmere Rovers Stadium, so it would be nice to get this team to become successful. And talking about realism, let's take a look at some of the rules and concepts that we will try to follow throughout the course of this career mode. The first rule of our Road to Glory career mode is that we will mostly use the in-game scouting features for signings. We will give our scouts instructions and we would allow those scouts to come back with recommendations for players that we should sign to improve the team. We would only use the search features for loan signings or if we are re-signing loan or loanees from the previous season. Second rule, we will not sign any player above 65 overall whilst we are in League 2, above 68 overall in League 1, above 72 overall in our first season in the Championship. We will not make any signings above 75 overall until we're a mid-table Premier League team. And we can only use 1-star experience and 1-star judgment scouts whilst we are in League 2. We can upgrade those to 2 stars in League 1, 3 stars in the Championship. And we will start looking at the 4s and 5 stars only when we become a Premier League team. And if a youth academy player, if we sign a youth academy player and straight away they are above 65 overall whilst we are in League 2, 68 overall whilst we are in League 1, 72 overall whilst we are in the Championship, we will sell them in the next available transfer window to keep it realistic. And we will listen to offers for any players that are too good for our team or too good for the league in general. We will listen to offers for them. We will try and include storylines throughout the career mode, things like upgrading the stadium and renaming the home ground even, or our training ground, transfer embargo, and one club legends, revival of a failed wonder kid, even brothers in arm. If we sign 2 youth academy players of the same last name, the same age, they could be brothers, why not? And we will be strict when it comes to our wage structure throughout the entirety of the same. I do hope these rules will make the road to glory realistic as we progress. And our budget for this season will be, let's take a look, it's £1 million. Okay, that is maybe a little less than I was expecting. But it's a Road to Glory career mode, £1 million, oh my God. By the time we go on and bring in coaches, youth academy scouts, and 1 or 2 things we have to do, we would pretty much have no money to spend in this transfer window. It is what it is, but we'll try and look for bargains out there, of course. It's set up as playing a 5-3-2 formation, which I think I would probably end up changing to a 4-4-2 formation, especially to accommodate Patrick, who is, I believe, Tranmere Rovers' top scorer this season. Not too many goals, but he's still Tranmere Rovers' top scorers. Yeah, Brexit ball, 4-4-2, crosses into the box for 2 big strikers. That is what it's going to be for us in the first season. We've got a lot of players here in the reserve, by the way. We will try and trim the squad down a little bit. Jackson, I believe, and Sam Mathers, both on loan from Manchester United. So players that will be going back to their parent club at the end of this season. But let's see what we can do with this team. Okay, so the team has been sorted out here. Proper Brexit football this is. 4-4-2, 2 banks of 4. Get the ball out wide, put crosses into the box. Sean Dyche will be proud of us for doing this. But you've got the goalkeeper, McGee, in goal. You've got experienced centre-backs there in Turnbull and Davis, who's going to be our captain for the season. Out wide, you've got Sam Mather. As we said, he's on loan from Manchester United. We've got Jay Garrett in midfield, our highest rated player at the moment, on loan from Blackburn Rovers as well. A couple of loans there that we could make permanent next season. You've got Jackson, though, the other younger centre-back, on loan from Manchester United as well, only making the bench at the moment, although who knows, he might just make his way into that starting 11 as the season progresses. We've got Patrick, we're going to rely on him for the goals from out wide this season. He doesn't look too bad, 62 rated. He's got pace. He's only 28 years of age, so he's only going to get better. Up front, we have got Davison and Saunders. Saunders being the pacey one who will look to get him behind the defense, and you've got Davison, who is more of the target man, 6'2". We're going to rely on him in that false 9 position. Drop deep, link up the play, and make the late runs into the box to win the headers for us. As we said, though, we're going to have to trim the squad down a little bit and hopefully have some money to be able to bring in 1 or 2 players to improve the team. Oh man, I cannot imagine Tranmere Rovers paying any of their coaches £2.5 grand or close to £2 grand a week. I would imagine that they will be on about that for their monthly salary, not weekly. This is tough, man. This is tough. But of course, for now, we will stick with the 1 stars to make it realistic. But as we progress through the leagues, hopefully, and we can improve on this coaches. But yeah, we will go with the 1-star coaches at the moment. I'm just going to sort them out quickly. Let's welcome the coaches to the team then. I can't do it all on my own. We need these coaches. I also need your help in the comments to be able to find some decent players or to be able to guide me through the right direction throughout this Road to Glory career mode. But Jamie Wilkinson, we have got Jamie Manning, so a couple of Jamies in the coaching staff there, Harrison Salmon, and we've also got Elijah Lawton. Surprisingly though, Elijah, who is a 1-star experienced coach, is paid more in weekly wages than the Jamies, who are both 2 stars and coaches. It's strange, but it is what it is. As we progress through the leagues, we will bring in more coaches and we will bring in more experienced coaches. Okay, so I want to spend a little bit of time on this because this is going to be one of the most important features on the save. I want to utilize more of the scouting system in the game rather than, searching for players all the time. We will search for players, but it probably would be for loan moves and, say, for example, players like Jack Garrett or El Samada. If we wanted to bring them back next season, we can just search for them. But majority of our signings is going to be based on what we send the scouts out to find us and what sort of players the scouts have brought back for us. I'm not sure whether the judgment or their experience or judgment makes any difference, but someone let me know in the comments. At the moment, we've got a few players here that we will quickly run through from the scout report that was given to us, but I've gone ahead to change that a little bit. We're scouting for first team quality, backup, and first team prospect, and we're looking for strikers, midfielders, and left backs at the moment. Just those 3 positions. For the striker, we're looking for a goal scoring striker who is also good on the ball. I'm hoping to get 1 or 2 target mans. The fact that we're playing 4-4-2, we need that striker that knows how to, sort of drop into that number 10 position and link up the play. If there's any loan signings that can do that job for me, let me know in the comments. And for the midfielder, I'm looking for a little bit of physicality in there and someone who can pass the ball as well. Predominantly a holding midfielder if we can. And for the left back, I'm again looking for physical and defending. They're all first team quality, backup or first team prospect. At the moment, we've got these few players in here, mostly strikers, all of them. We've got a few 1 or 2 centre backs in there, but we will scout them a little bit and see what their overalls are before making any decision. But let me know if there's any decent loan signings that fits into those profile that you want me to look at. And finally here we've got our youth academy scouting. Now this is going to be also one of the important features of this save. At the moment, like we said, we're going to stick with 1-star experience and 1-star judgment scouts. The only reason I don't have 3 at the moment is I'm struggling to find a 1-star experience and 1-star judgment. But we've got L. Dalton, we'll call him Liam. And Liam is a young scout, to be honest, who spent the last few years scouting Sunday League footballers for your National League teams and some of your semi-professional teams. And we've hired him here to be able to do a job for us, bringing us those young players from Liverpool. Can we find the next Trent Alexander-Arnold? Can we find the next Steven Gerrard in this team? But only time will tell. Being a one-star experience, one-star judgment scout, it will be a miracle if we can find players of this quality. But of course, we're not looking for high potential players at the moment. We're actually focusing on young players that are good enough to start in our team at the moment, or good enough to be a rotation player for us. Potential will take care of itself as we progress through the leagues. But for now, we're just looking at the starting overall to see if they can do a job for us. And as soon as we can find two other scouts that are one-star experience and one-star judgment, I'll keep you updated. So a little bit of an update here then. Our transfer budget has actually gone up to almost £2 million. I'll explain to you why in a second. But a little bit of Glazeronomics going on here. Sir Jim Ratcliffe would be proud of this one. Wage cuts, we got rid of the youth academy players that the game gave to us at the start. We want to bring in our own players. It's a little bit unfair. Some of those players are way too good. So we got rid of all of them, and that means that there have been wage cuts from the team, and our transfer budget have actually increased, which is good news for us. As small as we are, Tranmere Rovers, we have to make these big decisions to bring more money into the football club and to keep us sustainable, of course. But what we're gonna do right now is sim through a few days until we get transfer offers. And we've got our first departure here. It looks like it is Christian Dennis. It's actually Kieran Morris heading to Amiens for £400,000. And I believe Christian Dennis as well. Maybe, okay, not really. I thought that was Christian Dennis. I need to know more of my player. That's a little bit of a disappointing one there. Ruben Egan is also heading out on loan here, season-long loan to Notts County, and he will come back at the end of the season. Hopefully he improves, currently 50 rated. Okay, quick update on our youth academy scouting. We finally have ourselves 3 one-star experience, one-star judgment scouts. This is going to be painful. But of course, Dalton we have kept in England to find us a right back, a left back and a centre midfielder. Pretty much the next Trent Alexander-Arnold or Steven Gerrard. Maybe the next Curtis Jones, who knows. Aitchison we have sent to Scotland. We're keeping it local at the moment. So England, Scotland and Republic of Ireland. In Scotland, we're trying to scout a wide midfielder. So a right midfielder, left midfielder and a striker. And we have sent Viljami to Ireland to find us a goalkeeper. It's going to be tough to find decent players with a one-star experience, one-star judgment scout, but we will hope for the best, right? I mean, can you imagine if we actually pick up 1 or 2 decent young players there? But our first game of the season, we are at home to Walsall. That's going to be a tough game for us. And talking about tough games, our first, is that Carabao Cup game of the season? It's going to be against Championship Sunderland. We've got Grimsby Town, Colchester and Fleetwood Town to finish our first month of football here. That will be complete in August, of course. I think we'll just go through the first couple of games in this episode, and from the next one, we can start going through as many games as possible. But other players have been sold, and we have got Christian Dennis sold to Exeter for 150k, Brad Walker for £350,000 there to the Polish side. I'm not too sure who that is now. And we have got Ruben Egan, of course, that loan move to Notts County for the remainder of the season. I mean, we've got a budget left now of £4 million, which is crazy for a League Two side, by the way. We're not going to spend all of this money. What we're going to try and do is see if we get promoted at the end of the season to invest some of that on, better youth academy scouts and better coaches moving forward. Maybe about £1.5 million, £2 million of those we will spend this season. We've got a lot of scouting going on at the moment for players that our scouts have brought back to us, and just to see whether we can find decent player that fits into that 4-4-2 style that we're trying to play this season. But our first game of the season, we are at home to Warsaw. This will be a tough one. Let's get into it. The Saddlers have been amazing this season, haven't they? Top of the league right now, and they've got a good blend of young and experienced players in the team. Albert Adoma, of course, being one of those experienced players. He doesn't start though. They've gone with Ethan Whitley up front instead. How old is he these days, Adoma? He's playing for some big teams: Villa, Nottingham Forest, Queens Park Rangers. I'm surprised he's still playing, but plays a lot of games for them. And if we can win this game, Prenton Park would be buzzing. It's highly unlikely, much better team than us, Warsaw. But you never know. Omari Patrick finds Davison. Davison with a little bit of space there, but quickly closed down by the Warsaw centre-back. Oh, that would have been a good start. I'm impressed, I've been impressed by the performance here so far. The touch good from Whitley. Whitley back to Earring. Space out wide, maybe. He's gone for Gordon in the box. Back to Earring. Earring with a shot, but it was blocked. First corner of the game here, and it's come to the away side. Are they going to put a cross in the box, or are they going to go short? This needs to be changed, man. I don't think teams in League 2 would go short from a corner like this, but possession lost. A little bit of opportunity here. Saunders is going to find Omari Patrick, who was the top goal scorer of Tranmere Rovers in real life. It's a little bit slow, but he's got the pace and the finishing as well. I said earlier that if we're going to be successful this season, we are going to need him to score the goals for us. And it's the first opportunity for him, and he takes the chance for the first goal. That is such a good start to this game. We're defending well. We're defending really well at the moment. The two banks of four is working. Oh no, what a finish, Gordon. On his left foot, the number 10 finds the top right-hand corner. That is an amazing finish. The game is pretty much gone, as I thought it would go here. Jay Garrett, though, look at him go. Referee, does he need someone to hit him with a sledgehammer for us to get a free kick? Cross? It's been dealt with. We have put in so many of those crosses today. Not quite worked out. Another one. It will work soon enough. We just need to have the right players, two big strikers up front to be able to put these crosses to. We win the header this time, for it's off target. We must have put in about 10 to 15 crosses in this game. It's not being able to score from it, but it's Ethan Whitley substituted there. That's it for the end of the game. It's a good result, I'll take this. I said at the start, Warsaw are top of the league right now in real life, and pound for pound, they've probably got the best team in this division. And to get a 1-1 draw, I know it's a home game that we want to try and win all our home games, but I'll definitely take the point. It's a good result for us. Oh my God. If you wanted to know how much we don't give a you-know-what about the Carabao Cup this season, I'll start an 11 here against a championship Sunderland side, says it all. I've pretty much rotated everyone from our previous game. Only, I believe, O'Connor, the right back, and of course our goal scorer, Patrick, retaining their places in the starting 11. I mean, the FA Cup is something a little bit different. I'll give that one a little bit more of a push. But for the Carabao Cup, considering the amount of games you have to play in League 2, it makes no sense to try and play our strongest starting 11 in these cup games. But I've made a change to the length of the game. I've changed it from 4 minutes and a half down to 3 minutes and a half, just because I thought that game was way too long. But let's get into this one. It might not be our best starting 11, and on paper, we are certainly the underdogs going into this game. But you know what? It's Prenton Park. We've got the home fans backing us for this one. Sunderland have gone strong. It shows how much they're taking the Carabao Cup serious this season. They've gone with pretty much just starting 11 there. Isidore is the only player that I can think of that is not in that starting 11 for them. Sunderland, another team that have surprised me a bit this season. I did not expect them to be in those promotion places at the moment. Come on, let's try and close that space on the right-hand side. Patrick have gone out of position rather, but Jackson, the loanee from Manchester United, I said at some point this season he'll push his way into that starting 11. Him and Sam Mathers, I'm hoping we can do well this season to be able to recall them next season. But Omari Patrick, the biggest chance of the game so far. if we're going to score goals, I am pretty confident Omari Patrick will be our top scorer this season. Everything that have gone right for us, big save there from our 42 years of age goalkeeper. We're gonna need him to use all his experience in this game. Not too many chances created at this stage, actually. 47 minutes. This would be the last kick of the game, pretty much. We deal with the corner quite easily, and the referee has called it a day for the first half. It's been a cagey game so far, with both teams not really creating too many chances in this game. 75 minutes in, Mather, the second half substitute, it's gone for the cross. That was close. That was close. Oh, one of these games, we're gonna score our first headers, and when we do, I will be buzzing. That's it for the end of the game. It's ended up finishing 0-0, boring 0-0 draw. Not much went on in that second half. But of course, we have got our first penalty shootout here. I mean, we're going to need all the experience of our goalkeeper. But first, Jennings steps up. Oh, top left-hand corner. In you go. Easy as you like. It's Brown. Get in, Murphy. I said we're going to need all of those experience to make those saves. It's Hawks. Yes, top right-hand corner. And this time, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. Isidore, the second half substitute for Sunderland. He's gone for the cheeky chip there. I might remind him of that when he gets to the final kick for us. But top right-hand corner again. We make it 3 from 3. It's Oni. No, he saved it again. I said we're going to need all the experience. About 42 years of age. Backup goalkeeper. Here is the cheeky chip for us then. Some mother get in. The confidence of the young man to step up and do that in a penalty where we need to score to win the game. And he converts, of course. I said we might have been the underdog going into this game. But certainly we have the home fans at Prenton Park. And look at them buzzing. Come on. I know it's still early days right now, only a couple of games played, and if we're being honest, 2 very tough games against a Walsall side that are top of the league in real life, League 2 that is, and a championship side in Sunderland who have played well in both games, but it's looking like we might struggle to score goals this season. Well, like I said, maybe too early to make that judgment. Let's wait until we've played a few more games. But one thing is for certain, we will try and bring in a striker if we have got the funds to do so. That is one of our priority positions to strengthen this season. And we are 11th after a game played. I would like to, push for those promotion places if we can, but we know that will be tough. Tranmere Rovers are sitting just above the bottom 2 at the moment in real life. I don't think they will get relegated, but maybe it might be unrealistic if we push for those promotion places. But if it happens naturally, it's something we can't control. We're not going to make, silly signings to make it unrealistic. But with the players that we have got, if we can push for those promotion places, we will try and do that. But before we end the episode, let's take a look at some of the players we have been scouting at the moment. We will certainly bring in a player or two in the next episode. A bunch of strikers scouted at the moment. We've also scouted a centre-back, a few left-backs, I should say, a couple of midfielders as well, and a lot of strikers. We will make a decision on one of those in the next episode. Let me know if there's any player in there that you think we should be going for, and smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed this one, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.